Hello, my lovely Libras. Welcome back. As you know, I am Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your guided twin flame soulmate reading for the month of June. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. As you've probably noticed, I'm no longer doing videos in the order of the signs. I'm going to do them in order of whoever has the most likes from the previous video set. So the more likes that you send me, the more likely it is that your next video is going to come out sooner. So for anyone new here, welcome. Today we're going to be using the spellcasters to look into the general energy of what's going on. We also take a look at the light energy, or the light aspect of things, which is the lighter karmic lessons of what is going on and what is known to us, what is in the light. And we also take a look at the shadow, which is the darker, deeper, more difficult karmic lessons and what might be hidden from us in the shadow that we try to bring to the light, not only to become aware of it, but so that we can also heal it. So during the cleansing ceremony, I got some energy. In the Spellcaster's Tarot, the Four of Wands came out, which is such a beautiful card. So I feel like you were making soul connections. There might have been some sort of agreement, very much, harmony within your relationships, which is very beautiful. There's some sort of union that's going on. And the card in this deck is a black girl and a white girl that have ribbons tied around them where they're making a sacred oath, to honestly to fight to the death for each other. So I feel like that energy of fighting for justice that's really happening in the world right now. Libra, of course, being the scales, you are a direct reflection of that, and I feel like that is very much energy that has been influencing you a lot. I also, in the light, what came out in the cleansing ceremony was Malmar using Trash Tentacle. It's a dark type card, so I think that you've understood the dark type of control that someone has had over you, or maybe just in society in general. And then in the shadow, we had burning energy in reverse. So I feel like there may have been a flame that went out, or that you might be feeling burnt out, or that your sexual drive is low. Okay. I also had a feeling that like an ex texted you and that you were like, oh yeah, I'm good. Or vice versa, right? So we have Mercury retrograde happening in June. That's coming up on the 21st, I believe. We're already in the shadow period of it, so just be aware that exes may come back. But the first angel that we have coming out is Zadkiel, the angel of mercy. So I feel like you are really trying to have mercy about a situation. You are showing mercy, yeah, it's interesting. The angel of mercy yields a sword as well. So even though it's behind his back. So I feel like there is an energy of maybe you felt like you needed to attack, but instead you are showing mercy for a situation. What else is happening for Twin Flame Soulmates for Libra for the month of June? The Angel of Sky. So I always associate the Angel of Sky with learning astrology and things like that. So you might be tuning into the stars and understanding, what's going on in the world right now, in accordance to, what astrology tells us, the algorithm of the solar system. Like right now we have Saturn, the planet of social structures, the patriarchy, wealth, public eye, and tradition retrograding, so it feels backwards. In Aquarius, a constellation of revolution, of humanitarianism, of community efforts, and it shows. It shows, and then we have Pluto and Jupiter also retrograding in Capricorn, and then of course the Venus retrograde in Gemini that's going on right now, soon to be followed by the Cancer Mercury retrograde, which I just mentioned, and Neptune retrograde in Pisces. There's a lot of wonky energy. So, it's unreasonable to expect all things to be aligned right now, right? Like the sky tells us that it's just not. But I think that you're paying more attention to the sky. This can also indicate air travel or possible sea travel here that might be going on in regards to you and your twin flame or soulmate. What else is going on here? Yeah, the Angel of Flame coming out in reverse. Like I said, like that like the burning energy in reverse. I felt like a flame had gone out, or burnout, or low sexual energy, and that's further being emphasized here with the flame, the angel flame coming out in reverse. It's like there may not be an emphasis on passion or love or lust or intensity, honestly. And I wouldn't be surprised, Libra, because like I always say that you're like the soulmate to the world, right? Because you're consistently balancing out the energy of everybody around you, including the world. And I know that you tend to internalize, because you're a reflection of the status of the world. And how I picked up on that Four of Wands energy that came out during the cleansing ceremony, I very much feel like, you might not really be focused on your flame at this moment, or on any sort of romantic or sexual relationship. You very much are trying to have mercy for things that are going on. It could be in your personal relationship, but I feel like this is bigger, right? And that you also are paying attention to what is happening in the stars. Let's see, what is this situation with mercy? Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Yeah, so it's this dick measuring contest, right? So you're really trying to have mercy for all people involved in some sort of like, no, mine's bigger, no, mine's bigger, no, mine's bigger sort of situation. Eight of Wands is typically associated with cooperation, right? I always take it as like cooperating, but at what cost? And I feel like you're really trying to have mercy with some sort of ego battle that is going on here. What's the light energy? What is the light energy here? So we have Ralts in reverse using smack, and Gaslight using sleep poison. So there is a lot of psychic energy here. So I do think it's very much mental how you are trying to deal with this mercy situation. And it's not, like I said, it's a bigger thing. It's not just in your relationship. Because there's a lot of wands here, right? So this involves a lot of people that you are trying to have mercy on. And, smack, I feel like you're trying to smack some sense into people, right? And it has to do possibly with children, like do it for the kids is what I'm hearing. Let's see what it says. It says, it's highly attuned to the emotions of people and Pokemon. It hides if it senses hostility. Yeah, so I think that you're very much tuning into the emotions, of others around you. And you're really trying to focus on having this sort of mercy of like, let's put the sword behind the back, and here I am, with the incense. Let's cleanse this shit. Let's have some mercy. Let's not have this dick measuring contest. And because you're trying to smack that sort of energy away, right? And you will hide if you sense hostility. And then we have sleep poison as well. So I feel like this could really be influencing your sleep patterns. You might be having a poisonous sleep schedule. Possibly your soulmate or twin flame could be visiting you in the astral realm, in the dream realm. That's kind of, messing with your head a little bit. But there's also, we have in a library too, right? So you could be doing some community outreach sort of thing, because we do have, kids here, and then we also have a library. So there's a lot going on. I see you juggling a lot of wands here. It says, born from gases, anyone would faint if engulfed by its gaseous body, which contains poison, right? So, I mean, in the world, we have a lot of gases going on that contain poison. And I feel like maybe you're trying to have mercy for the use of these gases. But also we could have, with the gas energy, could be smoking or things of that nature. Let's see, what's the shadow here? Golbat using super poison breath. Yeah. I mean, hey. So, yeah, once again, it's a psychic type. So I definitely think that this is really influencing your third eye chakra. So you might want to give it a cleanse, because, you're really trying to have mercy, but there's really a lot going on in that mind of yours. So just be aware and be careful of that. But we have super poison breath. So again, this poison, right? And I feel like you're fighting for mercy so that we don't poison the children, right? Or so that people don't get poisoned when they're out doing this dick measuring contest. And again, super poison breath could be, halitosis if you're consuming things or smoking things like that are influencing this. It says, its thick fangs are hollow like straws, making them unexpectedly fragile. These fangs are specialized for sucking blood. Yeah, Cancer got something similar. I'm sure if you're here, you're aware of the bloodsuckers that we have in the world, right? And you are really trying to have mercy on the bloodsuckers, right? And you are doing everything that you can to fight this for the kids. For the kids. Wow, let me drink some water. That energy has been popping up a lot, to be honest. Whew. All right, let's see what this Angel of Sky is about. What's up with the Angel of Sky? Oh, Seven of Cups in reverse. So it's not about astrology, it appears. Like, either that or, like, you might be looking to the sky for answers. Maybe, this wanted to go right to Golbat. So maybe you're watching the skies. Maybe there's, like, bat spirit around you. You could be looking to the gods for answers, is what I'm hearing. Because, like, this card, it must be astrology, because I was gonna say, like, this is getting emotional fulfillment about through astrology, but in reverse, I'm guessing that it's because of these retrogrades. So I do think that you're getting more in tune with astrology. But like I said, we have 4 retrogrades right now, and 2 are coming in less than 2 weeks. So a lot of energy going on here, but it wanted to go right to the super poison breath, right? And these bloodsuckers. So I think that right now it's retrograding. You might learn more about that once all the retrogrades are over, which I think everything is stationed direct, moving forward, not retrograding anymore. At the end of October or beginning of November, it's around that time. So I think the answers that you're searching for, of what you're asking the gods for, are going to be a little bit clear at that time. It's a light energy here. For some of you, it may be astrologically related. Others of you, it's just simply not. You might just be researching into the bloodsuckers, right? The vampires. So, yeah, this is very emotional for you. I feel like you're water energy being emotions, you very much are emotionally in tune with what's going on astrologically. So if you don't know astrology, tune in, and then you'll probably make more sense of what you've been feeling, Libra, especially because, like I said, you guys are kind of like a soulmate to the world in general, because you reflect us. And, you also reflect the solar system, right? Because we act out whatever the algorithm of the solar system is telling us. So I very much feel like what you're going through emotionally is a direct reflection of this. We have, like, the wheel here too. So Wheel of Fortune and Wheel of Astrology. So I don't know if you've ever seen your natal chart. If you don't, I suggest you check it out at astro.com, or you can check out Cafe Astrology is for beginners, but I always say start where you start, and that's Astro. But anyway, so I do feel like this is a very emotional thing for you. This is also associated with the throat chakra, so you might be talking more about this. You might be talking more about astrology, or talking more perhaps about these bloodsuckers. And then we also have Dunsparce using second bite. So I feel like someone has come back. Aha, yeah, this is the X that's coming back, the snake, right? Dunsparce looks like it's a dorsal fly or something, but it's actually a snake that can, like, jump. But anyway, so I feel like someone's coming back for a second bite, right? And this is going to be a very emotional thing. Could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, especially because we have a retrograde coming up in Cancer, the Mercury retrograde, and the Pisces retrograde. And Mercury retrograde usually brings communication from exes back. So just know that they are coming for a bite, right? And I picked up on the X stuff at the beginning as well. It says, when spotted, this Pokemon escapes backwards by furiously boring into the ground with its tail. Yeah, so it's talking about things going backwards again, like all these retrogrades that are happening, and, you know, boring into the ground with its tail. So things that might feel like they're stuck right now and not moving forward, especially emotionally, it's just because of the retrogrades, right? Like, look at the transits and where they, you know, lie in your personal natal chart, and you will really be able to make sense of what's going on here. What's the shadow? So we have Krogunk, Poison Up in reverse, Rhyhorn using Takedown, and Oddish using Trip Over. So we do have you know, all this poison stuff that's going on here. The poison isn't going to increase, right? It's only going to decrease, and it's going to happen when all these retrogrades are over as well. So this is a fighting type of using less poison, right? The poison isn't going to go up, it's going to come down, right? And here we have takedown. So there will be a takedown of whatever this poison is. Krogunk, it says, inflating its poison sacs, it fills the area with an odd sound and hits flinching opponents with a poison jab. So again, there is this aspect of, you know, poisoning others and things like that. I do think that that is going to lessen as these retrogrades come to an end. So just be aware, because this is being taken down, right? This is a fighting type. It's being taken down. In general, you know, social structures in general are kind of being taken down right now, and there's not really much that we can do about it. It's written in the stars, right? Like, it's literally in the algorithm right now. You know, I was talking about Saturn, the planet of, you know, social structures and the patriarchy and wealth and tradition retrograding. Yeah, in Aquarius, the sign of humanitarianism and revolution, right? It shows. And Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. And Capricorn has Pluto and Jupiter retrograding in that constellation. The last time Pluto was retrograding in Capricorn, where it was 1770 to 1772, right? We had the Boston Massacre, and we had the beginning of the Swedish and Russian Great War. So it was a huge time of a lot of conflicting energy. So it's just to be expected, right? Like, it's not, the poison isn't going to increase, but things need to be taken down, right? It's just written in the stars. So don't try to get too emotionally upset about it, right? Because it's just a natural cycle that's part of the algorithm that we live in. It's just part of it. You know, I wrote stuff. If you aren't aware of astrology, I have a lot of good info on my Instagram. If you're interested, follow me at Sachi the Scorpio. But anyway, all right, it says, it is inept at turning because of its 4 short legs. It can only charge and run in one direction. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it can only go in this direction, right? It's inept at turning. Things can't turn around socially because things haven't turned around in our solar system yet, right? Until those retrogrades are over, we can expect this energy to continue, right? So just know that that's what it is. And then we have Oddish using Trip Over. So, you know, Oddish is the weed Pokemon, and we do have some smoking going on, and also Trip, you know, there could be some hallucinogenic type energy that might help you relax, maybe, is what I'm hearing. You know, I don't condone that necessarily, but if Spirit wants to say it, then Spirit wants to say it. But you know, this is associated with the heart chakra, so I think that your heart chakra has been tripping, you know, that and it's probably due to this emotional, you know, ride that you've been going on. And probably whoever this ex that's coming back is also gonna cause you to kind of trip over them again. So just be careful, be aware of the retrograde and what it brings to you, right? Be careful of your heart. It says, its scientific name is Odium wondrous. At night, it is said to walk nearly 1,000 feet on its two roots. So it's your twin flame, your twin root. That's what it is. You have a twin flame coming back. And oh boy, is it gonna be wonky. Because they're not coming at you upright, and I feel like you're not really going to be having it, is what I'm getting. But we have a lot going on here. So we have, the 1,000 feet. So 1,000, take a look at, keep your eye out for when you see the number 1,000, and, take into consideration what you were thinking of previously, or, 1,000 is 10 o'clock. So if you notice 10 o'clock, that might be your twin flame reaching out to you. So just, keep an eye on it. But we also have the aspect of the scientific name being Odium wondrous, right? So there's a scientific aspect to everything, right? Including even the hallucinogenics aspect, which have been widely proved among the scientific community to help with things like depression, PTSD, just overall consciousness expansion. As a neuroscientist myself, I would never tell anyone that they don't have the right to expand their own consciousness, right? So, there is scientific basis behind all that. But more so, we have to keep in mind that there's a scientific basis to the astrology that's going on, right? Astrology is not horoscopes. Fuck that. It's not horoscopes. It's studying the movement and the algorithm of the solar system, which is really the only fixed system that we have in the world, Like, people will believe in the algorithm that gives them targeted ads, which usually fuck up, right? But they won't believe in the algorithm of the solar system that has always been tried and true since the beginning of recorded time. So just keep an open mind about it if you're interested in it, because if you're wondering why you've been feeling the way that you've been feeling, you can look to the sky for answers, okay? Because the sky's never going to lie to you. And its data is right there. It can't be refuted. The planets are in fixed positions. Their orbits are in fixed positions. All the data is very clear. You just have to learn it first, how to read the data. All right. So we have this twin flame coming back, but it looks like you might not be interested. Either that or they haven't changed. They haven't fixed up their shit, right? Like, this person has gone through a lot to try to get to its twin root, its twin flame. Woo! Let's find out more about this. What is going on here? Six of Cups and Temperance. So they aren't ready to start a family yet, and maybe that's what you are wanting. They don't have... It looks like they're working through some sort of ancestral trauma. They're not ready for a commitment that... Right? They're not ready to have a family. They're not ready for a commitment. They may have walked away from a family or something like that. But, the Six of Cups upright is getting emotional fulfillment through your lineage. It's the grandparents being like, yeah, we did awesome. We had great kids, and now we have grandkids, and we can just relax. We did our job, and things like that. So they're just not there yet. And we have Temperance. So they do want to come and make some sort of offer, is what I'm getting. They want to balance things out. They want to pour into your cup. But if you're expecting a commitment that is, bringing to have kids and that sort of stuff, it's not. They're just not ready yet. Temperance we have is Sagittarius, but this is also Hermes. So it could be Hermes, Mercury, could be Gemini or Virgo. But Temperance, they could have some alcohol issues or some sort of addiction issues here that they need to work on. But they want to make things right. They do. They want to balance things out. What's the light energy here? Clam Pearl using shell protection, and Go-Goat using Overrun and Horn Leech. Yeah. So this is saying that you might need to protect your emotions here. Shell protection. This is protecting your emotions. with your words, because it is the throat chakra. And you know, pearl, I obviously take as some like big pussy energy, right? So protect your clam. It says it is protected by a sturdy shell. Once in a lifetime, it makes a magnificent pearl. Yeah, so again, this is about children, right? So it's possible that they may have abandoned the family, or abandoned a child, or, you know, whatever it may be. It might be that it's, for some of you, it's that they're not ready to have a family. For some of you, they may have shirked their familial obligations, right? And now they're coming back to try to make things right, because this does talk about, you know, once in a lifetime making the pearl. And I take that as making a child, since it's very like vagina energy, right? And we have Go-Goat using Overrun and Horn Leech. So, you know, we have the heart chakra here, right? And big Capricorn energy. Big Cancer energy here. Big Capricorn energy here. And it's like they just are coming straight at you with this Go-Goat. They know how to overrun your heart chakra, right? They know how to overrun your heart chakra. And also Horn Leech, it's like they just want to take from you, right? They want to leech from you in the horn, you know, being horny, right? They want to come to you. They want to come to you and fuck you. I'm just going to put it straight out there, right? And they know how to overrun your heart, which is why you need to make sure that you protect yourself. It says, they inhabit mountainous regions. The leader of the herd is decided by a battle of clashing horns. So they want to make things right? They want to balance things out, but they also are still in this notion of like, it has to be a battle and I'm going to be the winner. So just be aware. And for, you know, for a Libra who's all about actual balance, is like, that's not the way you go about it, is by fighting and for you to just feel like you need to win, right? And I feel like that's another reason why you have to have a lot of mercy here, is because I feel like that's going to be one of the wands. Maybe they're one of the bloodsuckers. Who knows? What's the shadow here? What is the shadow here? I wanted to go right into my lap. Wow, yeah, trainer using acrobike. Trainer is always the other person in acrobike moving forward, and it came right at me. This person is coming towards you. So the thing is, it's in the shadow, so it's possible. The thing is, they're coming to you in the 3D. They are. They want to connect to you 3D, but also in the shadow, they are really moving forward, right, in the 5D. So they might be visiting you in your dreams. You might be getting messages from them telepathically and things like that, but they are hopping on their fucking bike and they are coming towards you. Woo, Libra, be careful. I mean, with North Node and Gemini, of course the flames are, right? So we're gonna see what you need to hear about love, but we are gonna take a deeper look at the extended. We're gonna take a deeper look at how to, you know, deal with this blood-sucking energy here with this dick measuring contest, right? We're gonna look for some advice about that. We're also going to take a look into maybe some more specifics into what is going on and how you are emotionally reacting to the transits that are happening, and some advice there. And then we're also going to look deeper into your flame, for sure, and what they're doing and what they want. I mean, we see what they want, but, you know, advice from spirit of how to handle that situation. So what does Libra need to hear about love right now? What does Libra need to hear about love? What does Libra need to hear about love? Nothing, apparently, right? Happiness is finding love through giving love rather than through receiving it. Wow. So I feel like that's more for them, because like they feel the constant need to just come and leech from you and take from you. And I think that, you know, finding the happiness through giving love rather than through receiving, or rather than through receiving it, I think that's the lesson that that your twin needs to learn, right? That this flame needs to learn is that, they need to learn how to give love, right? That's where the true happiness is. And until they're able to do that, right, they can't actually bring balance to you. So, okay, Libra, like I said, we will look deeper in the extended if you wish to follow me there. The link is in the description box below. If you are interested in a private reading, feel free to email me at sachithescorpio@gmail.com. You can also hit me up on Instagram at sachithescorpio. Okay, well, I hope to see you again for the next reading, and I love you very much, Libra. Bye-bye.